Hey guys, I'm Merin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to Tso Moriri Lake located in Chumathang in Ladakh, and we are going to make a stop at Hemis Monastery as well as the Chumathang Hot Springs on our way. I've booked a Scorpio, which is a four-wheel drive, because apparently the route is really bad. So even though it's a 5.5 hour drive, it might even go and extend up to 8 hours because of the roads. So we are hoping to reach there at least by night, but then they also said that the drivers here don't really drive after 6 o'clock because there are no lights or signals around in the route. It's quite remote. So we are planning to stay at Chumathang Hot Springs area itself, but it'll all depend on when and what time we reach. So we haven't made any bookings yet, but we will be doing it on the go. So let's go. So first stop at Hemis and then we go to Chumathang. We have just reached Hemis Gompa, or the Hemis Monastery. Hemis Monastery existed before the 11th century and is also labeled as the richest monastery in Ladakh. Hemis Monastery is known for its annual 2-day religious event called the Hemis Festival, which is held here in early June. It is highly recommended by the locals to never miss out this festival celebrations as it is amazing. The Hemis Gompa has a museum that houses a wide collection of Tibetan books, gold statues, weapons, everything that you can think of. However, I don't have any clips from inside because photography and videography was prohibited inside the museum. Our next stop is Chumathang Hot Spring. We might most likely stay back at Chumathang as that's the only well-developed town compared to the other villages en route to Tso Moriri. We also plan to visit Puga Valley tomorrow on our way back to Leh City and the famous Tso Kar Lake from Tso Moriri. There are standard prices for the vehicles you hire from here in Leh City. The prices will vary based on the size and duration of hire. Our four-wheel drive Scorpio cost us 8,000 a night all inclusive. It can easily accommodate around 6 people. We are, however, just 3 of us. We have just reached Chumathang and we are earlier than we expected here. Right down the main road we can spot natural hot springs in Chumathang. We are now on our way to see the hot springs. The last time I'd been to a hot spring was in New Zealand. If you're interested, then check the link on the info button. Have you been to a hot spring before? Comment below. People here often go for a bath in these natural hot springs. I must say that you may or may not get uncomfortable with the strong smell of sulfur around here. These are the changing rooms for those who wish to bathe in the natural hot spring. As you can see, in spite of the icy cold water of river Indus passing through, the springs are steaming with hot water. How incredible is that? Mother Nature truly is a wonder. We did check out guest stays here, which were also quite decent, but since it's just 3 p.m, we are planning to risk it and head towards Tso Moriri. Tso Moriri is located at the village of Karzok. Most stays in Karzok usually get sold out during the peak season. Since it's October right now, most places are starting to shut. So in case we make it before sunset, then we may directly head to Karzok and find a guest house to stay there. We are now at Mahe Bridge Police Checkpost. We are on our way to Tso Moriri right now, and we are going to make a stop at one of the towns that go halfway towards it because it's going to be a really long drive. We have to get our permits checked here, so that's what we are doing. As you can see, we are past sunset at this point, so we are just trying to find any village across the route to stay the night because it's getting more difficult to drive. There is absolutely no network here and my phone is about to die. There is absolutely nothing that you can see. We are just praying that we reach safely and find a place to stay. So one of the villages that we just passed by had no stay available, but thanks to our driver uncle, we safely reached Karzok last night and found a quaint guest house to stay. It cost us 1,500 a night and the room had good warm bedding and clean washroom. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to take a room tour of it. We are now on our way to the Lake Tso Moriri. Tso Moriri is also called as the mountain lake. As you can see, it is snowing on top of the mountain. Even though the sun is bright, the wind is very cold, and without good layering, this can be really a bad experience. I would suggest to wear appropriate clothes to Tso Moriri. Especially for me, since I'm more used to the Mumbai weather, which is hot and humid, and here it is extremely cold right now in October. We spotted some cute grazing horses on our way. It looks so close, but we've been walking for quite some time and still haven't reached the edge. Our goal was to reach the Lake Tso Moriri for sunrise, but we are already experiencing sunrise on the way towards it. Finally at the lake, the reflection of the lake is unbelievable. Surrounded by snow-clad mountains, this is definitely worth a visit. We will be going to one of the viewpoints of the lake right after breakfast. We are now at the beautiful viewpoint of the Lake Tso Moriri. We are now crossing Kiagar Tso and are on our way to Puga Valley as well as Tso Kar Lake. We are now at Puga Valley and just spotted the natural geyser. Our goal is to get as close as we can to the geyser. Between these bumpy green pastures, there's a lot of water, so be mindful of your shoes while you walk around here. There are plenty of yaks grazing here. Our driver, however, warned us not to go too close to them because they are not completely domesticated, so they can be very unpredictable. We are running short of time, so we didn't make it close to the geyser and decided to go to Tso Kar. We spotted some wild asses here in their natural habitat. How cool is that? The Tso Kar lake is finally visible, but it seems to be partly frozen, so we are a bit confused. It is extremely windy here. If we had hired a higher end vehicle, then probably we could have taken the vehicle as close to the lake as possible, but right now we will have to make it by foot. The boys have gone ahead. I'm walking slow because the wind is too strong for me. It's starting to snow, so we are going back. All the details to book the vehicle is given in the description box below. We finally reached Leh City just in time for dinner. We are not very hungry, so going to have some coffee and sandwiches at the Lavenda Cafe in Leh Market. I highly recommend this really nice place. I hope you enjoyed my video. Do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Do share and subscribe to my channel for more adventurous trip ideas. Thanks for watching.